check, check,
check,
check,
check, check, check,
Check it, checkity, check,
check it,
check it, check.
check.
Hope you guys like our mic checks.
checking on the mic.
Checking on the mic. Check, check, check. Drop the mic. No, don't drop the mic because that'll break it.
Pete, poop.
Drop the mic. Don't do that. It'll break it. Don't
I
do
don't
that.
wanna drop
Yeah,
the
so
mic.
the teeth
I don't wanna drop
direct
the mic.
his direction.
So everybody knows I looked up how
One
to fight this
direction.
thing, kind of.
You got to hit them tooths on his head.
You gotta jump
You
over
got
there.
to jump on that platform right there,
There we go.
and
Now
then something crazy.
need to get him to rise up.
Rise
then I gotta jump on
above.
it. Then I
No,
gotta
you're
jump
not
on.
on the you're not on the right higher ground.
Jump
Then I
up
got-
there. Jump up
I
on
gotta
top
jump
of
on
that
his
thing.
chest
Jump
hairs.
up on his platform first,
What
though.
the heck is he? Why is he going away?
Jump on his testicles.
Yeah, jump on his ball sack.
I'm gonna
dude.
shoot his teeth on his head.
Shoot his horns, dude. You gotta get his attention.
He was shooting his horns earlier. They just turned blue and he shoots them.
No, but he gets upset. You gotta get his attention.
There he is.
Jump on that little platform that's in the middle of the thing you're near, dude. That maybe that'll get him to jump up there. See?
No, he's shooting.
Jump.
this way.
Yeah, no. Go up there now.
I gotta do that.
You
Get
know,
him to
you're
rise up.
Dude,
You-
you gotta jump up there to get him
I
to
You
know,
rise up.
need
I'm
to
working on
go to another
Now
platform.
jump in the air. Be like,
Hey, look at me
come
up
on
here.
over.
Ooh,
Here he
yeah,
comes, here he
the
comes, he's coming,
eternal
Here he comes. Here he
flame.
comes. He's coming
now
up.
run forward.
Oh crap!
Was he like a spider or something of some kind?
Here we go. Here we go. Right here.
He's like a spider, isn't
Ooh.
he?
Impregnate
I don't know,
him.
man.
He's some kind of a weird.
Stab him right there in the stomach.
Get him in there.
Oh, you finally did
Ow,
some
it's-
damage to him.
I kind of feel the pain.
Feels good.
Oh man, it doesn't take a lot to do damage to him.
Nice, you got 3 shots. Can
Oh,
you
You
get a
know,
fourth
it
one?
doesn't. You really get.
oh, that was gonna drown
Oh.
you.
Do you think that was it? Is there
No,
another
no, you got.
spot?
Yeah, look, he did half damage to him.
Oh!
Isn't there
Can't
two-
use that one
Isn't
anymore.
there
Yeah.
two platforms though?
Yeah, there's
There's-
2 others, I think.
Yeah, there's 2 or 3 that are up in the air.
So I wonder if you have to do the
So
same
he
thing.
didn't like that I figured him out.
You
Pooper.
figured him out.
Yeah, poop shoot.
Hey, pooping all
That's
over the
another word
place.
for your colon.
Poop shoot.
The old-
Just so everybody knows, that's another word for your colon, you poop shoot.
the twiddle twaddle.
There's always that Frank Zappa song, "Broken Hearts Are for Assholes," and there's this line in there where he's all like, "Ram it up your poop shoot."
I think I've heard that.
Rabbit, rabbit, rabbit. That's what it sounded like.
Ram it
Rabbit.
up your poop shoot.
Rabbit in a poop shoot.
I just pictured that.
I
You're
know,
like
me
a,
too.
a rabbit and like a
Um,
PVC pipe with like with poop,
Poop
coming
coming
down.
out of it.
And
Little
it's-
pellet poops too, like rabbits do.
and everything is just like airtight, and the rabbit gets stuck in there, and it's just
Oh,
getting
no.
collided with,
Oh, he's getting slapped in the face
Bleh.
with poop.
not necessarily in the face, just getting collided unnecessarily.
No, that's what I call a shit. That's what I call a shit storm.
That's definitely a poop
Dust.
storm.
What?
Don't use it too many times.
Yeah, you used it.
Yeah, you said
That was
you
like the first time
you
I
were
said
like,
the
I
S word.
warned.
You were like, this is the one
I
time
had
I'm
a
gonna,
warning.
You were like, I'm gonna use this word, and then you once, and then you use it again
it.
for
I'm-
the same
yeah.
scenario.
I'm gonna use the sh word. The sh word. I'm gonna shoot the tooth.
I thought it was funny.
I'm gonna shoot you too. What do you got for question, Dust?
Oh, here we go. Kind of linked to a question we had earlier. What questions would you ask a time traveler from 200 years in the future?
I don't know.
What can I create now that will make me rich?
Ken, you usually don't go for that answer.
That's a good answer.
It's always about money, huh?
Yeah,
That's a good
right
answer.
now it is.
You're right.
But,
Why not?
Yeah.
When it comes to time travelers, I'm subscribed to a channel on YouTube called Amplex where they interview people who claim to be time travelers.
Really? And what do these people
Interesting.
say the future's like?
Everybody's different. So like
So,
either
what you're saying is they're all lying except for maybe. Or
either they're
possibly
all
one.
lying, or because a lot of the people come from different time eras or whatever. Like some
Uh-huh.
people come from like 50 years from now. Some people come from like 1,000 years from now.
Okay.
You know, like
You
Like,
guys-
what
you
do
guys-
some of them say?
Hold on, you guys want to get crazy with this question? Here's the thing.
I
If-
want to hear what some of these time travelers say.
if time travel is a thing,
Oh, dude.
the only way that it can be possible is if when you time travel, you change dimensions and go into different time periods.
Right.
That way, time travel can never be consistent because you're actually changing dimensions.
That's what they did in Dragon Ball Z with the Trunks and the Android and the Cell timeline. Is he created an alternate dimension?
Well,
I'm sorry. Dimension's not the right word. The right word is universe.
Right.
Multiverse.
You gotta think about it like this.
No. It's transdimensional. It's not trans-universal. It's transdimensional. You were right the first time.
Dimension, it depends. It depends on how you want to look at it, because dimension technically means like a plane, like a space-time plane that we're not familiar with. Like, we are aware of the 2D dimension, or the 2 dimensions, 3 dimensions, and then the fourth being space-time. See what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, in order for string theory to be...
it's not a different dimension. It's an alternate dimension that's similar to...
A dimension is something you perceive. But for space travel to be a thing, it would have to be another world that you perceive all of that world of. So it would have to be like a multiverse.
That's what you guys are saying, the same thing. You're just wording it differently.
Right, but you really have to look at it from a scientific standpoint what a dimension is.
If technical time travel, not counting dimensions and stuff, is real, then it'll only logically you could only travel forward in time.
You wouldn't be able to create the grandfather paradox.
Well, think about what time is. All time is
you
the consistent movement of atoms.
See, the thing is, you can't create the grandfather paradox if you're going to a different universe.
Right.
What's the grandfather paradox?
The grandfather paradox is if you were to go back in time and kill somebody's family member that was to make that's someone like a relevant person in society, or you were to kill one of your own relatives that like
if you went back in time
that leads to you becoming a person.
You're kind of if you went back in time and killed your great grandfather, let's say, you couldn't exist.
I get what you mean. I just don't think it's possible to go back in time.
Yeah, you went back in time and killed somebody of importance that led
to your existence,
or to your
existence, no, I get what you're
someone
saying.
else's existence, or whatever that led to some important
Dang
stuff.
It, no!
You wouldn't be able to really do that.
Dude, he's
because then when you go back to your future, everything's gonna be completely different.
Right.
But when you travel back in time and you actually cross dimensions, when you go back to your own future, everything's gonna be exactly the same, but you will just ruin the timeline of someone else's dimension or universe.
I hear you.
Yeah.
My thing is that, like I was saying, all time is the consistent movement of atoms.
Yeah.
How could you reverse that and make it go backwards?
There's a lot of people that believe that existence is time that stands still, but it crossed paths with multiple universes of another time that stands still.
Right.
So every moment is a still moment, but it crossed paths with all these other universes that are all still moments that all align with each other that create what we view as life.
Interesting.
I can't make that shit up on my own.
Number two.
Nice. It's like, well, they say in the center...
That one was deserved.
They say in the center of a black hole, time stops. Well, all there is in the center of a black hole is no movement, which would make sense that time stops, because stopping time would be literally the stopping of all atoms, all movement of everything. Like when you freeze stuff, what does it do? It makes stuff last longer because you're basically freezing the molecules and the atoms.
That's what temperature is, the speed of atoms.
Slowing it down. Yeah, and so what if you made a time machine that put you in a capsule that literally sped up all the atoms around you? That would push you forward in time because it'd speed up the movement of everything going on outside of you, except it'd have to speed up everything that exists.
So wouldn't the Flash age like super fast?
See, that's an issue with the whole Flash.
I hate it when TV shows do freaking time travel. They don't.
That's an issue with the whole Flash thing. Yes, his molecules move so rapidly fast that he would age super.
He'd be like Jack. He'd be like Jack.
He'd be dead pretty much like 5 minutes after he got his powers.
Unless
he can use the Speed Force to make his mind work faster. So technically, he could probably be the smartest person on the planet just by trying to figure anything he wanted to out by using the Speed Force. But it's like saying,
it would deteriorate his brain in 2 seconds. Maybe they could just be like, well, his body structure, he's like superhuman,
oh,
so
this is weird. What's up with this?
He can handle it.
You finally defeated this guy.
Oh wow, this
now
is
you
different.
got an army of horses.
God, it only took like 5 episodes, 6 episodes to not only find him but then defeat him. Holy cow!
This is the first time you've seen people in this game.
At least the
where were those guys when you needed help?
At least the conversation was interesting. What was your question again?
Something about Doctor Who. I don't know.
No, time traveling monks.
From the future.
From the future.
From the future.
With karate powers.
I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
Nice. I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
I need your clothes. I watched all the Terminators not too long ago. It's funny how he in Genesis, I think it was, he gets the glasses with the little stars.
I don't think I saw Genesis.
Oh.
Genesis is not bad.
It's pretty good. It's interesting because they tried to replicate the first one in some ways. Like in the first one, the very first one, he goes and he finds these thugs.
You know what? The first one has a grandfather paradox in it.
Really?
Does it?
Because you send Kyle Reese back to the future, which becomes John Connor's dad.
I'm already confused.
You send Kyle Reese back from the future, which becomes John Connor's dad.
Oh yeah, it's a loop. It's an infinite loop.
Yeah, they're saying that it's a closed loop, kind of like in the Flash, which is ridiculous.
It's also a grandfather paradox. It's a closed loop because how would that happen in the first place?
Right.
How would that happen in the original timeline?
Have you seen the Flash? Have you watched the Flash?
Oh yeah, I've done a 4-hour podcast on this on the Arrowverse.
How he is
the problem is that how can John Connor already exist?
Yeah, and unless Kyle Reese already came from what so
see what happens there is a loop is created at some point in time, probably by someone other than Kyle or by John Connor.
Grandfather paradox.
Okay, it's like this.
Can't exist.
It's like this.
In real
Okay,
time travel.
there has to be a timeline where John Connor doesn't exist and sends Kyle Reese back in time to create John Connor, and moves forward.
How would that even? Never existed?
Alternate universe. That's all it is.
Yeah, there we go. That explains everything.
Has to be an alternate universe. Has to be. It has to be. And then, as for the universe that sent him back in time the first time, they're just screwed.
He meets him. He's like, "Hey, you're my dad. I need to send you back in time on this Terminator mission."
Basically, in the very first timeline, where Kyle Reese was first sent back in time, and John Connor doesn't exist, is the timeline where they sent this guy back in time, and there's no outcome from it. It's just they sent this guy back in time, and then whatever happens after that happens because he just changed a different universe's outcome.
Yeah, because I don't think he knew that Kyle Reese was his dad, so he just sent some random guy to go back in time for this Terminator mission.
In the later movies, he does know that Kyle Reese is his dad. Like in Genesis, which you said you haven't seen.
Yeah.
But he does know that Kyle Reese is his dad, but he never tells Kyle Reese that.
Okay, but so when we're watching just 1 and then 2 Judgment Day, we have no idea that he knows that.
Right, back
Kyle
when
Reese
they were
is
canon,
dead.
I'm just kind of trotting through this forest to kill time. So in the next episode of Push the Core Gaming,
I'll
probably start
doing.
back at the temple. So, because this is our last episode of tonight's session.
Yeah. All right.
So I guess we can
close it
start
out.
taking it out right
Yeah.
now.
All right, it's been a fun night. We have Timone from Timone Show and Push the Core Gaming.
I love being a guest here
I'm
with
sure
Push
we'll
the Core
Oh, man,
Gaming.
it's been a blast.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll collaborate again in the future.
You know Mike Isom, right?
Yeah,
We had him on the last 6 episodes.
Yeah.
You should check those out if you're
Oh
interested.
man,
Yeah.
oh yeah, absolutely. Man, that'd be awesome. Oh, and always don't forget to like and subscribe and tell and share and comment and
Get in the action.
Yeah,
of the
if you
conversation.
comment, we are
will
so
actually-
small at this point. We will probably comment back.
Yeah, for
Dude,
sure.
if you're commenting on an episode from months ago, I am gonna respond back. You know.
Right. Same with us.
So go back and watch all of our history of videos, like because
We got tons.
there's
you know,
gonna
we're on like
there's
we're
gonna
getting,
there's gonna be new listeners for Push the Core. There's gonna be a new listener for Timone Show.
for
and
us here at Push the Core, we're getting close to like our 500 episode area,
See,
and we have like 44 subscribers.
you've got about double mine, and like quadruple my episodes, but I just do one a week or whatever for
Right.
and anyway, tell all your friends and family, like
Grandmas.
Hook up your grandma.
hook it up.
Give them my number.
Grandma,
if she's hot.
grandmas love these shows.
We love
dude.
hot
Like,
grandmas.
Grandmas
Hot
love these
grandmas.
shows. They're all about news radio. They're all about podcasts. They're all about NPR. That's everything you got right here in just one thing.
Right? Yeah,
So-
you don't even have to watch us play the game if you're watching at Push the Core. You can just turn the YouTube video on and, listen
So
if you want.
for PTC, we're
That's
gonna
what
have
I
a
do.
long
Yeah.
ending here with a big nothing screen. So thanks again for watching.
Mhm.
Please check out both our channels or shows, and we will catch you guys
In
in
another
the
time.
very near future.
In another dimension.
Ow!
In another universe.
Yep, in the future.
Later.
I'm going to the future right now. I'll see you in that universe.
Aren't we always going to the future?
And
Yeah.
then I'm coming back. Yeah, think about that.
Yeah, we are always going in the future. I'm a time traveler, dude. I'm always going in the future.